Uhtred and Ethelred make it back to their camp, and they see that everyone there has been massacred. Things are looking up for the Danes as they've managed to escape with their prize. Uhtred now tasks Sihtric with going to the Danish camp and spying for him to see if they can find the Lady Ethelred. However, staying true to his word, he doesn't go back to Winchester after he is exiled by Alfred, which means that Ethelred now has to face the fury of Alfred after he's lost his daughter. Osford once again goes to Uhtred to tell him that he wants to fight for him, and in Winchester, Alfred's wife Elswit goes so far as to suggest they should bring Uhtred back, as he could be their only hope. Sihtric now sees Ethelflaed in the Danish camp, so he sends one of his men back to tell Uhtred of this. With news worth telling, Uhtred decides to break his silence and he goes to Winchester to tell Alfred that his daughter is alive. With the good news that his daughter is still alive, Alfred decides they should negotiate with the Vikings to get his daughter back. To carry out this task, he gets Ethelred, his daughter's wife, and Uhtred, the greatest warrior that Wessex has, to go and negotiate with the Vikings. At the Danish camp in Banefjord, some of the men are getting restless and they want to claim the princess for their own. One of these men, Heston, decides to take his chance. However, the princess isn't going to go down without a fight, and he also ends up getting caught by Eric. Eric beats him for what he tried to do by putting himself ahead of the rest of the Danes, and when they're all gone, he also apologises to Ethelflaed. In Winchester, Odda tries to go to Alfred to tell him that it isn't in the interest of Wessex that they should negotiate with the Vikings. He tells them they should raise their army and go to war with them. However, Alfred isn't willing to take the risk of losing his daughter. In the Danish camp, Ethelflaed and Eric seem to have feelings for each other, and this starts to throw everything up in the air. Uhtred and Ethelred, who is now being called a pig's arse, arrive at the Danish camp, and straight away he begins living up to his nickname. He offers the Danes 100 pieces of silver for his wife, and everyone knows it's a terrible deal. To allow for a proper negotiation, the Danes promptly have the pig's arse knocked out. Siegfried wants 10,000 pieces of silver and 1,000 pieces of gold for Ethelflaed, and after going over and back for the good part of a day, they come to an agreement for 3,000 pieces of silver and 500 pieces of gold. Pig's arse now wakes up, and quite fittingly, he wakes up with the pigs. After the negotiating, Uhtred and Eric speak privately, and Uhtred tells him that he knows that he's in love with Ethelflaed, and Eric admits that is true. After this, Uhtred goes to Ethelflaed, and she tells him the same thing. She also tells him that herself and Eric wish to escape, and they want Uhtred to help them do it.